Basketball. The one thing I could count on if I was feeling down. The one thing I always want to do to get away from everything. The one thing that makes me happy. Basketball has been there for me all my life. Whether it was playing pickup ball, playing AAU, or playing for Hopkinton. No matter what, I could always play the game somehow, somewhere. I would play AAU in the fall, then travel basketball, or for the school team, or rec basketball, then playing AAU again, then summer basketball, and repeat. On December 9th, 2013, this was all taken away from me. On that day, our JV high school basketball team had our first scrimmage. I was the starting point guard, and everything was looking good for our team. After the first quarter had passed, everything seemed normal. The beginning of the second quarter is where I felt a pop in my knee while turning. It was one of the most intense pain I've ever had. A week or so passed, and I went to the doctors, and they said I partially tore my anterior cruciate ligament, or my ACL. At that point, I was devastated. I knew I'd have to go through weeks of physical therapy just to play 3 or 4 games. But I knew this was the only way to keep playing the sport I love, so I did. I went to rehab and was working on recovering day in and day out. Through all my workouts and exercises, it all ended the same. After I finished physical therapy and it was clear to finally play, I played 3 games. When I was playing again, I knew I wasn't the same. I didn't have my confidence. Then the game versus Bellingham, after my ACL was recovered, I completely tore it. At that point, I knew I couldn't play basketball for a long time. I had to receive surgery on my right knee. Through the long process of recovering after surgery, all I could think about was playing varsity basketball. I realized that the whole process is going to be like a sport. I endured and overcame the challenges of my weaknesses and will play again next year. Throughout all the obstacles that I've already overcome, I know that I'll be stronger and better than ever. If it wasn't for my love for basketball, I would have gave up by now. I came to the realization that I have a lot to prove and to work harder than anyone else. And that's what I'm going to do.